was the hardest early challenges in this start? The hardest challenge was to convince the customers and make them comfortable with the technology. Logistics is one of the oldest industries of the mankind. So the biggest challenge for us was to make people shift. What is the actual need of the leadership team? It's now when I understand as an entrepreneur, I think leadership means pushing from behind. The last person standing and pushing from behind. I'm the one who's holding the weakest link in the chain. In corporate career, leader is the person who's standing in front. And I think in entrepreneurship, leader is the person who's somewhere in the background, not even seen.
Yes, Rekha, so I would love to see your office to show how you set up a team.
This is one of the 18 offices that we have in the country.
Okay.
This is the site breakout area where we just chill. This is the reception, but we don't have too many customers coming to office. These are the locations where we have
You have office.
our offices.
Okay, in north you have very less, but here south you have all around.
We were among the top MSMEs in the country 2 years back. This is one of what the radio is from Times of India.
Times of India. It seems like you have a lot of things are there. Yeah.
Thank you.
Rekha, for people hearing about you the first time, who is Rekha Atri?
Hi Krishna, thank you for having me here. It's wonderful meeting you in person. And this is a lovely question, and I would say one of the most difficult ones also, because I feel that the answer to this question keeps evolving as we grow. And so today, I think Rekha is a combination, is a mix of discipline, consistency, and resilience.
Okay.
And all these three qualities, I think, date back from the days I was growing up as army kid in army cantonments. So with my father, we have moved with bag and baggage every 2 years. We've seen multiple cities, हर तो सामने नए लोग, नए cities, new schools, new cultures. So I think that has built the foundation of who I am at core, and discipline has obviously gone in our blood with the ration that we have eaten. And curiosity, I would say, came and continued to stay.
Okay.
And I would also say, or buddy, with the career that I chose, which was technology consulting. And resilience, I think, zindagi mein chalte chalte aage, how life has shaped through the experiences that we have had. And another fourth aspect that is recently getting added to my life is patience, which is thanks to my son, a 4-year-old toddler. There are days when I lose, majority bargains from him.
Okay.
And he's the one who's winning. So
Winning.
I'm just learning a lot of patience also. So I think today, as of now, I am a combination of discipline, curiosity, resilience, and patience.
That's where you are a powerful woman, I would say. Okay, so, how did you start your professional journey? If you can just tell about that.
Krishna, growing up as a child in the army cantonments, the only career option that I had in mind were the government jobs. Because army families generally live in a very isolated, cocoon, comfortable environment, which is far away from the realities of the civil life, I would say.
100%.
And there's very limited exposure that we have to the world. And during my graduation, I sat through a placement, process, and I wasn't very serious about it. I just sat through it because of Horata, and the offer letter that I got was for about 21,000 rupees. And when that offer letter came in my hand, the reality check that hit me was that I have to work 30 days a month to earn 21,000 rupees, which felt very, very less
Okay.
for the time that I thought I will have to put into. So 9 to 5, 30 days, 21,000, ये तो नहीं हो पाएगा. So you know, how do I up the game and what do I do to make this justified in my own mind?
Yeah.
So then I went for my masters. I did my MBA, and during the MBA, again there was a decision making that we had to do. That what stream would we want to do masters in, and my my friends were deciding basis the input they had from their parents, the interest areas, they had all the careers they had thought as children that we want to be CFOs or whatever.
Yeah.
And मेरे पास कोई जवाब नहीं था because I had never thought मुझे क्या करना है.
Okay.
So that was the first time I had given a real thought that what do I have to do, and I was thinking that whatever I decide today is something I'll have to live for next 10, 12 years. At least at that point in time I thought that ये कर लिया तो ये करना पड़ेगा. But technology emerged as the first choice.
Okay.
That this is something that is going to stay relevant for next 10 years.
Yeah.
And this is also high paying. And I don't mind doing because there are no preferences. I don't have any preferences.
Yeah.
So my preference of getting into technology consulting was purely out of my laziness.
Okay.
To do less work in more money. And that's how I decided my career path, and I got campus placed with Deloitte. And
so when did you get your first job? Like, I mean, the 21,000?
That was during my graduation days, 2006.
2006.
And MBA, this Deloitte placement happened in 2008.
2008.
Yeah, so at least 2 years later, from 21,000, I would say at least I went 5 times.
Oh my goodness. That given you satisfaction, I would say.
Yes.
Maybe that time you were thinking too much about money. Yeah.
No, I always think about money.
Okay.
That I think as an entrepreneur, that thing has to be your primary focus.
Yeah.
We are business people in the business of making money.
100%.
So, yes.
100%.
That character.
But yeah,
Yes.
from day one. But in my case, things are I'll tell you a little different. So when I started my career in 2007, तो मैं सी में बहुत अच्छा था. I came from my village to Delhi with 500 rupees, and then I got first job जहाँ मेरे को 4200 रुपये मिले. 4200 रुपये मैंने 2 महीने जॉब किया, but मेरे को वहाँ सीखने को नहीं मिला. Then I chosen दूसरा जॉब जहाँ मुझे बहुत सीखने को मिला, and they were paying me only 3,200 rupees. So even it was less than that, and I worked almost 3-4 months in that job to learn new things. तो मेरे उस टाइम पे ये दिमाग नहीं था यार, as of now if I can feed myself, that is more than enough, but I need to learn more. जैसे आपने जैसे MBA से पढ़ा, you already had great IQ or थोड़ा सा intelligence ही पहले से थी. So I came right after my 12th and कुछ diploma करके then I came. So maybe I think it's a different perspective, different kind of upbringing, different kind of situations for everyone.
Of course. I think it is majority life that we lead is also situational and accidental.
And what made you move from this corporate job to entrepreneurship? So because I want to understand mostly what happens with most of entrepreneurs, there is a kick from one of the movement. एक कोई movement होता है, अब मेरे को move करना है from corporate to entrepreneurship. What is that for you? And what was that about?
Krishna, I would say that I never had the dream of being entrepreneur.
Okay.
This was not my focus area ever. I was very, very happy in the corporate job. And by God's grace, I was in a very, very comfortable, flashy, something that suited my personality kind of profile. I was traveling the world, consulting the best companies in the on the list, traveling across countries, doing different projects into different verticals. मुझे बहुत मजा आ रहा था. That was and if you would ask me this question 10 years back, I would say that my dream at that point in time was to just be to be a partner in one of the big fours. And entrepreneurship, I would say, happened accidentally.
Okay.
I was at a particular situation at a particular time where the logical next step was to build my own business.
First of all, why have you chosen only logistics?
Yeah.
And what problem did you see in this industry?
I get this question very often.
Okay.
That why I chose logistics, because this doesn't look like a natural choice for someone who was working with Deloitte and Pricewaterhouse and in the consulting career. I would say I did not choose logistics. It pretty much chose me.
Okay.
So I landed in logistics. So my last job before I started my own venture was with Bharat Shipping, where I was working in the capacity of vice president, and I was handling Chinese e-commerce customers.
Okay.
And I was enabling them to get their products from China to India, and that was my portfolio. And Club Factory was one of my major clients. So I don't know आपको याद है कि नहीं, but Club Factory was one of the major Chinese players which had come into India, I think in 2018, 17, 18, 19. And it had grew to number 3 in the country. So it was third to Amazon, Flipkart, and then Club Factory. And then in 2020, one fine day, we had COVID. Everybody, the world stopped.
Yeah.
And a few months later, Mr. Modi ji, Honorable Prime Minister, decided to ban all the Chinese apps.
Yeah.
And so with COVID, the world stopped for people. With this announcement, the world stopped for us.
Oh.
So, like the previous day, we had about 6 tons of cargo coming for these e-commerce companies, and the next day, we had no work.
No work.
And that's when we thought that if I have been able to solve such a critical problem for such a complex e-commerce world, then maybe the same product can be productized and taken to the MSMEs, traders of our country. So it is just a logical progression of what I was doing.
Okay.
And that's how iCargos was incorporated in May 2020.
May 2020.
Yes, middle of COVID.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been 6 years.
Everybody told me this is not the right time, we shouldn't be doing it. But then I would say, as a person, if I decide something once, then I just follow through. एक बार सोच लिया तो फिर अब हमें करना ही है.
अब करना है. You are women of your words. What एक dialogue है ना, man of कि अपनी wording में भी I think you took that seriously. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So how this iCargos evolved from logistics platform, right? I think that was a platform to a trade intelligence and legal technology tech company.
This has been a logical evolution, I would say. When we started servicing the logistics industry, that time the biggest problem at hand was that number one, it was fragmented. We all saw during COVID how difficult it was to get basic oxygen concentrators. People did not know कहाँ से order करें, कहाँ से मंगाएं, how do we get it from China or from any other part of the world, कहाँ से mask मंगाएं. Basic things disrupted because the logistics industry was fragmented, broke, running on legacy systems. There was no automation. different parts in the logistics industry worked in silos.
Okay.
The transporter is not talking to the forwarder is not talking to the CHA, importer is talking to 18 different parties. So we thought that with iCargos, we are going to solve is we are first going to integrate the fragmented supply chain, number one, and number two, we are going to make it more transparent. Something, so we wanted to give a similar experience, what you have in the travel industry. So today, if you want to book a ticket from Delhi to Bombay, you can just go on websites like Make My Trip, Yatra, and the new websites now, and just click and you have the tickets. But in the cargo industry, if you want to book cargo from A point to B point, then there are at least 18 to 20 different parties that you have to connect to bring your cargo from point A to point B. ये जब हमने solve करना शुरू किया, that's when we understood the real problem is not to move cargo from point 1 to point B, point A to point B. That's not the real problem.
Okay.
The real problem are the compliances, the regulatory, the regulatory issues, the legal issues that people face. So the MSMEs can still figure out the logistics, but they can't figure out the legalities.
Because they don't know exactly.
They don't know. The logistics partners don't know, and even the legal service providers don't know the logistics industry. So that's where we understood that while logistics is something that we're solving for, but the bigger problem is compliances.
Compliances and legal
and regulatory issues, and that's also a bigger market. So that's how from a logistics company to a legal compliance organization.
So, what was the hardest early challenges in this new startup?
There were many, but I would say the hardest challenge was to convince the customers and make them comfortable with the technology.
Okay.
Logistics is one of the oldest industries of the mankind. The trade has existed since humankind existed.
Exactly.
So everybody feels that they know logistics. So the biggest challenge for us was to make people shift from the offline mode to the technology.
If let's say somebody is watching this podcast from any corner of India or maybe from Dubai, as I know you have multiple offices, right?
Yes.
You have one office in Dubai, or how many offices?
Yeah. So last financial year, we crossed 100 crores in revenue. We service across 75 ports in India. We have 18 offices in India and one office in Dubai. So
that's cool. So someone is watching from any country or like in this country or any location, and they feel like they have to reach out to your team to take your services. How the people can connect with your team? What are the modes right now?
Yeah, so our website, and that's the primary.
That's only the primary.
Yeah, that's the only primary.
Okay. So, and how as of now, because one way is that people would know about your name, go to the website, they'll connect to you. Maybe they'll WhatsApp, they would be maybe something.
Yeah, then there are multiple channels on the website. There are direct numbers, there's an AI agent, there is a 24/7 hotline. So there are multiple, there are forms that one can fill and send us inquiries, we can get back to them.
So that's how you're getting the new customers.
There are multiple, channels that we have, but they are all available on the website.
Available. how you doing your sales and marketing right now.
Mhm.
First, how your people are marketing or you are marketing. So customers are, understanding that prospects are there. They see your some, marketing stuff and they come and you guys start, selling things.
Yeah.
So how it entire thing works as of now.
So we are B2B business. Logistics is not
B2C obviously.
B2C. We are B2B business. Uh, we participate in a lot of trade shows.
Okay.
Yeah. We attend a lot of conferences.
Mhm.
We I am called to a lot of talks as subject matter expert on the logistics domain.
Mhm.
So we go where we find our customers, which are the traders, MSME. So if there are any MSME needs,
Mhm.
if there are any trader needs, if there are any logistics, connects happening.
Mhm.
So majority marketing and sales actually happen in these offline events.
Okay. So mostly your marketing stuff is just meeting directly in person, in conferences, in different stages where all logistic people are coming.
Yeah.
So that's how you do marketing.
Yes. And then obviously we do a lot of SEO and there's good content on the website. So we are among the top, ranking websites in the logistics in the country. So उस पे भी हम लोग spend a lot of time and effort.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
So in your founder journey, if you can explain your any biggest mistake.
Mistakes. One mistake I would say founders thrive on mistakes.
Yeah, but just take top one mistake.
Top morning and we keep making mistakes, and through the mistakes we are somehow navigating our way up.
Yeah, 100%.
So I can't really recall a single mistake because when anyone starts the journey of an entrepreneur, that's when for the first time they come across that now they have to be the HR and the finance head, and they have to be recruiting people, and they have to understand people's grievances, they have to make the policies, they have to do the sales, they have to make the tech product, they have to understand technology, they will be the business analyst. So you have to wear all the possible hats. And obviously, we have not been trained to do that.
100%.
Maximum 2 to 3 skill sets is what one is capable of acquiring during education and whatever work experience we have. So, in all the other areas which we are pushed to handle, we just continuously make mistakes. Yeah. And there have been blunders.
So if you can just let's be very specific to a department which I really love it, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
So hiring is my passion. I love talking with new folks. Even if I'm going somewhere and I'm talking with a guy, I see my potential employee.
Yeah, of course.
That's how I live my life.
Yeah. We hire all the time. So the two people that we are continuously looking for are the clients and employees.
Exactly. So what is if you can just explain any mistake specifically in hiring, you hired, that was the blunder which happened. If you can just explain, share any story about any person that you hired and
I can't name people, but there have been serious hiring mistakes that have done, especially at the leadership level.
Okay.
As entrepreneur, we are very impatient in for various reasons we are impatient in getting senior people in the team. Because we feel that if the certain finance can be looked after by someone, or maybe operations can be looked after by someone, then we can focus on the journey that we actually wanted to take.
Yeah.
And in that desperation, we hire senior people who are extremely expensive, and sometimes they are not aligned to the vision. Or they are maybe just coming to what happens that if you hire people with experience, they have been in organizations where They have worked in structured environments with
Yeah.
specific instructions,
Specific role.
specific role with special outcomes. Their KPIs and KRAs are all defined.
Yeah.
And when you hire those senior people into a startup, where every day in the morning you have to get up and think, "Aaj kare kya?"
Correct. Yeah.
And even if you know kare kya, you don't know how to do it. So
Yeah.
either kya kare or kya kare hai, to then kaise kare.
Kaise kare.
So we are always in the figuring out mode, and these people that we hire sometimes from the market they can't really gel into this kya kare and kaise kare mode.
So maybe you hired from big company and the people
Yes.
did
lot
not.
of mistakes I did. And then another thing is, as a sometimes they are in age also, they are slightly so we are also we are that generation, thoda sa we are also mindful that बुरा नहीं लग जाए, respect. So I've lost a lot of money in such
Exactly.
hires, lot of money and time. I would say.
So I'll tell you one story about. I mean, I hired a lot of these great experienced people.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you 70%, 60 to 70%, I would say that was my biggest mistake.
But हम इस
क्योंकि
तरह
जो-
discuss करेंगे, we will not have anybody join us
Yeah, yeah.
in the future also.
Problem क्या है कि if somebody is coming from the big company background, we think maybe I think he'll sort out this problem.
And we are very desperate to take them.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
again.
आज और ये बड़े अच्छे बंदे हैं और इनके पास एक्सपीरियंस है, but I'll tell you, उनको ये सब पता है कि काम कैसे नहीं करना है. 90% लोगों को तो ये पता है काम कैसे नहीं करना है. 10% ही लोग ऐसे होते हैं जो एक्चुअल मन से आपके जो what is your vision, they will connect your vision and they'll do it. I'm talking about mostly for senior people. They all learned in these big companies कि कैसे काम नहीं करना है. 50 चीजें, अच्छा ये नहीं है, अभी ये नहीं है, ये नहीं है से काम स्टार्ट करते हैं. So ये मैंने काफी मिस्टेक किया, but yes, nowadays I think I need a young blood. अभी थोड़ा mature बंदा होना चाहिए. 40 से ऊपर तो मैं बंदा लेते हैं, अभी तो नहीं लेता आज. Maybe I'll create some different kind of business जहाँ पे सीनियर लोगों को आए करें. But आज के टाइम पे I don't have patience. I don't have time to just just tell them or listening their stories. So ये मैंने बहुत सारी मैंने personally mistake किया.
Experience do matter, but I guess I have not been able to find the balance. Majority of my workforce is 35, 25 to 35.
That's
They're excellent people.
excellent, but they have some experience and they have not too much experience to say no to everything.
They don't come with any baggage.
And they don't come with anybody.
They're ready to learn all the new technologies.
What is the actual meaning of the leadership team?
So leadership in the corporate career leadership meant something very different to what I feel leadership means to me today. Back then I thought being a leader means someone who's taking decisions, leading from the front, but it's now when I understand as an entrepreneur, I think leadership means pushing from behind. You have to be the last person in the team, and as the leader, I'm the one who's the last person standing and pushing from behind. I'm the one who's holding the weakest link in the chain. Holding the pillar which is most fragile.
Okay.
So, in corporate career, leader is the person who's standing in the front, and I think in entrepreneurship, leader is the person who's somewhere in the background, not even seen.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Where do you see in next 5 years this iCargo?
Lovely question, and I've taken a long pause because if we go by the wish list, then obviously I would like to have the whole world.
Oh my goodness,
Why
that's
not?
good.
But realistically, if I benchmark us against some of the leading legal firms,
Okay.
then the revenues today, is around 1,000 to 1,500 crores
Okay.
a year.
Mm.
And we as iCargos now not only provide the legal
Okay.
services, but we are also consulting them before the shipment starts. Our customers.
Mm.
So we are also doing logistics for them.
Mm.
So we are a bridge between the existing logistics service partners
Mm.
and the legal service providers.
Okay.
So if they are at a revenue of say 1,000 to 1,500 crores,
Mm.
then 5 years later, when I would say that our service also reaches its full maturity,
Mm.
I would want to be at par or slightly better in terms of revenue
Mm.
compared to these people, our
Mm.
competitors.
Okay.
And one difference which I see in the growth path of us as legal firm versus the logistics company that we were earlier
Mm.
is also going to be in the profit margins.
Okay.
So in the in the logistics domain, the profits were 8 to 10%, but as legal company, they are fairly reasonably good.
Reasonable 5 to 10% is nothing.
Yeah.
This is very less.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's new for me.
Yeah.
And I would definitely learn these things because I was thinking that like logistic would they must be earning a good amount of money. I would say they have good margins and all. It's not. It's very nice.
Logistics is a very tricky industry, and if you see, major airlines, majority shipping lines, a lot of startups in logistics who have raised a decent amount of money. There are very few names. I can't even recollect some at the moment who have made profits. Majority people are in the business of burning cash in the logistics industry. So, and but as founders, me and Prashant, both of us, we have always had this philosophy that we are never going to work and have a business where we have to worry about the runway. From day one, we have been, profit making.
Okay.
Our unit economics have always been positive. We, our ideals are the Zohos,
Okay.
Zerodha,
Okay.
Bisleri, Kentaro. So these are the kind of companies we idealize. The growth can be slow, but it has to be consistent. And we want to see this company growing, into a bigger enterprise where everyone working is making money and we don't have to worry about the future of the organization. So that we have in our DNA. So iCargos from day one have been profitable and we will continue to be profitable even if we have to take some tough decisions on expansion or
So are you also raising funds nowadays or you're okay with your existing funds and all because normally people just go and raise funds also to just expedite the operations and everything.
We are majority bootstrapped, but we have early investors.
But you already have.
Yes, yeah. So Mr. Praveen Sinha is one of our advisor and early investors, who is also founder of Jibon.
Okay.
Then Gas Authority of India GAIL has also invested in us in 2021.
Okay.
So yeah, but we have always been cash positive. We have not really had the need to raise funds.
So it's still not looking.
So we are not looking at doing any further rounds.
Okay.
But we are building a more idea is to build a stronger business than focus on funding.
Okay. So
In the due course, if we there is a good partner who can contribute from a business perspective, we don't mind evaluating that option.
Okay.
It's not like a complete no, but we are not actively looking at funding.
As of now, your pitch deck is not ready. Till the time
We
that-
don't intend to have a pitch deck actually.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So I think, as I see, you have a great experience in this specifically, logistic industry, and I would say specifically legal and compliances.
Yes.
If you can just give any one advice to the younger generation who are just maybe they are working in corporate or they just pass out and just figuring out, hey, what to start, what not to start. So any good advice?
I would say that entrepreneurship is actually hyped. It's not so glamorous.
Yeah.
It is a very, very serious business.
Yeah.
So unless there is, a deep urge to really do your own thing,
Mhm.
one should not, underestimate the corporate job also.
Yeah.
That's my first advice. That if you are in a good corporate career, then we have seen people become Indrani Noe.
Yeah.
We have seen people become Satyanadeva. We have seen people become successful in that also.
Also correct.
So then to stay there.
Mhm.
But if you really have a product and you have to do this, then my advice will be get into entrepreneurship with a mentor.
With a proper man.
Don't make the mistakes that people around you have already made. Make new mistakes.
Mhm.
So have a mentor and then start your journey.
So in your own when you started your business, you also had the mentor?
I found one
Okay.
after making mistakes initially for a couple of months. I found. So Mr. Praveen Sinha that I.
Oh yeah, so I think
Yes.
that's
Then
good.
my founder, Krishna. So, and then there are people from my Big Four days, my managers who are now senior partners.
Mhm.
So I continue to take advice from people regularly.
So as of now, हम लोग ना एक rapid fire करते हैं अपने इसमें. So I'll ask you a few things, but you have to just name it one from there. So it's a very quick. There is fire, rapid fire. Are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Tell one habit behind your success.
Consistency.
Consistency.
Yes. I show up every day.
Okay. So just any book which every founder has to read.
I would say The Power of Subconscious Mind.
Our subconscious mind.
Yes, by Joseph Murphy. I think that's one book that everyone should read because what you visualize is what you create.
Okay. The biggest myth about entrepreneurship.
That it gives you freedom.
Which is not.
Entrepreneurship does not give any freedom.
Exactly.
Yes,
It's
it
not.
does not. Rather, you are working for everyone.
Mm.
So you are more occupied and more tied to
Yeah.
everything.
Everything.
Yeah. So
And what is the success mean for you?
success to me means the ability to live life on my own terms and the courage to take those decisions.
Mm.
Yeah.
I see. That's good. Is there anything which you wanna just explain, which we have not? Obviously, there are thousands of things you have, right, which we have not covered. But yeah, anything which you would like to add for our viewers, because I have mostly entrepreneurs who are watching us and investors.
I would, I can only talk out of my experience, and I would say that as entrepreneurs, sometimes we get very emotional about our product.
Yeah.
We get very emotional about our company.
Yeah.
We get very emotional about what we are creating, what we are nurturing.
Mm.
But I feel that as entrepreneurs, we should continuously keep evaluating the environment around us and we should be very, very quick in erasing and rebuilding. So sometimes people fail because they continue to ride the dead horse. You know? So my advice or 2 cents will be that keep evaluating environment around you, and if even if something you've given years to build something, but if it is not relevant, the customer is not using it, trash it, think from scratch.
Yeah. And I think this is one of the great podcast and very informative about logistics, especially for me, my kind of entrepreneurs who are always behind the technology, and we never thought about logistics and all. But yeah, I think it's very informative. Thank you so much. And now, I mean, we would also do some kind of we do walk and talk. So we would love to go to your floor if you can just take us there, and then just explain how you set up these teams. If someone is watching, how they should do it, right? So it's like walk and talk, normal walk and talk. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, so Rekha, so I would love to see your office to show how you set up a team.
This is one of the 18 offices that we have in the country.
Okay.
This is a site breakout area where
Okay.
we just chill. This is the reception, right? But we don't have too many customers coming to office. These are the locations where we have
So you have office.
our offices.
Okay. In north you have very less, but yes, south you have all around.
Yeah. So this is our Noida.
Noida.
Here we have all the awards that we got. We were among the top MSMEs
Oh my
in the country 2 years back.
Mm-hmm.
This is one award that I really love, which is from Times of India.
Times of India. It seems like you have a lot of things are there. Yeah.
Thank you.
I know that.
There are some conference rooms. This is the breakout room for the technology people.
Technology.
We are mostly brainstorming here as about the product.
So you have AI people as well in your team?
We have one resource who sits out of Russia.
Okay.
Yes, that's not kidding. That's another conference room.
That's it.
Yes, here we have the compliance team.
Okay.
All the legal and the compliance team sits out of this office. But in this office, majority we have technology, compliance, and finance.
Okay. Finance, compliance, and technology.
That's it. All the operation logistics people are either on the ports or in the other locations. Yeah.
So what kind of technology
Sort of
people you
lunchtime,
have?
majority chairs
That's
are
okay.
empty.
So what kind of technology people you have as of now? When you segment to AI people and
We have
core development people.
Yeah, we have core development people because we have a SaaS-based product in the logistics. So we have front-end developers, back-end developers, we have testers. There's a small media team also because we develop a lot of content around logistics.
Logistics.
Yeah.
That's what I've seen. I think you have good amount of followers. Specifically in logistics, people don't talk.
Yeah.
मैंने देखा कि लोग बहुत ज़्यादा logistics से related content नहीं बनाते,
Nice.
which is good.
Yeah.
You're
So
educating
that's something
people.
we are starting new. He looks after the finance and consulting piece in our company.
That's a great meeting. You said, oh, seems like you have great experience.
And we are leveraging all the experience.
All experience. That's also important, yeah.
Yes.
In this area. So what they do have? Hi, guys. Hi. What's your name? So Sonia, what do you do?
As a senior executive.
Yeah, you managing accounting, all the money here and there. Just forget about her. She's not here. Tell everything is good in this company.
Yes, I did.
You love the
I
environment.
loved
Okay, all right. That's good.
One of the few people who are not taking a lunch break.
They're serious people, huh?
So we have our tech head sitting there.
Yeah, he's a tech guy. I love techie people. Even I'm techie, but not that much. But I love technology people too. I would not. Maybe I'll talk to you later. So how are you managing the SaaS product?
Basically, we have a team of like 2 UI developers. I myself do the backend and the infrastructure, and here we have our DevOps guy.
So AI का कितना यूज करते हैं आज के डेट में?
हम लोगों ने कुछ पायलट प्रोजेक्ट किए हैं एआई को यूज करके, कुछ चैटबॉट्स बनाए हैं। हमने मेनली लॉजिस्टिक्स में बहुत काम किया, तो अपने कस्टमर्स को केटर करने के लिए हमने लॉजिस्टिक स्पेसिफिक एआई चैटबॉट्स बनाए हैं। हम और भी एक्सप्लोर कर रहे हैं। हमने इंटरनली प्रोडक्ट बनाया जो चेकलिस्ट फाइल करता है।
Okay.
हमने एक रीजनिंग मॉडल को भी यूज़ किया उसमें, जो हमारे जो चेकलिस्ट बनती है उन सबको एक्चुअली वो सारा का सारा डेटा को फैच करता है और एक प्लेन चेकलिस्ट बनाता है। तो जो काम एक इंडिविजुअल पर्सन दिन में मैक्स टू मैक्स 5 चेकलिस्ट बनाएगा, उस सॉफ्टवेयर को यूज़ करके वो 50 बना लेगा आराम से।
अभी आप अपनी सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट, स्पेसिफिकली योर प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट, so are you using cloud code or maybe cursor somewhere, you know, but a lot of people are using it. तो आज के टाइम पे आपका डेवलपमेंट का परसेंटेज कितना है जो एआई से डेवलप करते हैं आप?
हम मोस्टली 70% अचीव कर लिए हैं
70%
Yes.
your developers are working
Yes.
using
using this
Cloud
cloud code and cursor, and 30% we are just reviewing this stuff और जो भी business requirements होती है हम उसके according लॉजिक को maintain कर लेते हैं और then we just deploy.
Sometimes 70% is good number.
Yeah. So we have been one of the early adopters of
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, because in my product development, because we are true technical people, we use around 95% coding using these AI. But yeah, I think it's a good number. In logistics, आप 70% use कर रहे हो, it's a huge, a big number.
Right.
That's a cool man. Nice meeting you. Hey brother.
So he looks after the infra.
Ajay, he looks after all the infra.
Yes. That's good. That's good.
Thank you. This is a pantry here. But you have good, nice office. I think you designed
Smaller
wonderfully.
the cozy office that we have.
It's small and cool. Mostly you sitting here and you also going here and there.
Yeah, I have to travel a lot, so I travel to a lot of locations.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the great tour. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.